your boy AJ back with another freaking video, and today I'm here with day 2 of Vlogmas. Oh my goodness, I hope you guys enjoyed day 1 so much, honey. And if you're watching this after Vlogmas has already came and passed, girl, shout out to you. Hey, you're late grower, late bloomer, late comer. But hey, how you doing? I'm so ready to tell this story. It's just a funny little family story. Y'all know how I do when I kick off Vlogmas. I tell a couple of, funny family stories when I done had to shake the table or something, But today we're here to talk about how my grandmama stood on business, girl. She stood on business, okay? So without further ado, honey, let's run the intro so we can get directly on into today's story time. Now, I do want to say this story happened, when did it happen? I feel like middle school? Yes, I know exactly when it happened. So what happened was, you guys, I was in middle school, and y'all know middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th grade here in the United States. I don't know what y'all middle school is if y'all out of, country. But normally in middle school, you do 6th, 7th, and 8th. And in 8th grade, you have a graduation. Now, let's start from there. 8th grade comes by, and I have a wonderful year. I passed all my classes, and here it is, May. It's time for me to graduate because I'm about to go and begin high school next year. So at this graduation, you guys, my grandmother ended up coming all the way down from Lawrenceville, Georgia, honey, to Memphis, Tennessee, to surprise me at the graduation. Now, I had did the whole graduation, bitch. I had went on stage, got my damn thing, get my cap and gown, did all. I don't even think I was in cap and gown. I felt like I was maybe in like a little bust down, not a bust down. A button down, more like a button down. I feel like I was in a button down shirt and like some black pants. If I find any pictures, I'm gonna find it. More of the story is, baby, I did the whole graduation, walked across the stage and everything, and I didn't know that my grandmother from Lawrenceville had came all the way down to see me. So she's at my graduation, she's able to see me graduate, but I don't know that she's there until after the graduation. I walk out and I'm looking for my mom, and before I can even see my mom, I see my grandmother, who I hadn't seen in years, and I flip shit, okay? I lose my mind, because when I tell y'all to this day, that's my girl. This is my dad's mother, by the way. This is my, my dad's mom. So when I see her, I am losing my mind. I'm flipping out, and I give her a big old hug, and we're just embracing each other with love, right? So after that, I think we go out to dinner or something like that, girl. I was on Chili's real bad. I've been on Chili's real bad since middle school, and I've been out of high school for at least 3 years now. So you can only imagine the addiction that I still have the Chili's, okay? But I think we hit Chili's, girl. We give it up. We have a good old time. Now, after the day of spending it with my grandmother, I am alerted and told by my mother that I'm about to go and head down to Georgia. I was like, oh my goodness, it's been forever, because I used to spend summers and sometimes a couple Christmases with my grandmother every now and then. But it had been a long time since my mother had sent me down there, girl, during the summer. So, baby, I was able to gather up directly after graduation, literally, and go down to my grandmother's house in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So, baby, we hit the road. Okay, baby, we hit the road, and I'm so excited about going out to my grandmother's house, okay? Because she had a big old house, and I just felt like I was just rich, okay? When I got out there to Georgia with my grandmother, it was easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. But the only thing about it is my mother and also my grandmother had teamed up to keep me smart and well nourished during the summer. So they had like so many different workbooks for me to complete. It was like math workbooks, there were reading workbooks. It was too many damn workbooks for me to just graduate at 8th grade, and I need 2 months off because I'm headed to 9th grade and I'm about to fuck up high school, okay? So I needed a break, girl, but my parents felt like I didn't. So during that summer vacation, my grandmother would tell me often that I had to, get into that workbook. And we had a thing where if I didn't really do any workbook pages, I really couldn't have any fun in the day or the day after or until I got finishing whatever workbook page I was told to do. Now, in this instance, I was overdoing the workbooks because at that point, I feel like I had been in my grandmother's house since maybe the end of May, and this is the beginning of July, middle of July. Like, I'm workbooked the fuck out. I'm workbooked the fuck out. Now, I'm in the phase of being workbooked the hell out, girl, and they don't care. They don't care. So this day specifically, it went the hell down because I was standing on business. I was standing on business, and I did not want to do the damn workbook. So my grandmother had assigned me a couple pages from my math workbook to do, and I was burnt out.
I can't do it. I can't.
And I didn't do the workbook pages, and she noticed that I didn't do the workbook pages. So she came and confiscated my DS. Now, I don't know if you guys had a 3DS, what is it, 3D DS, 3D, I think that's what it's called, 3D DS, that's what I had, okay? I don't know, I had every DS ever to man, but at this time I was in the 3D DS era, okay? And she had came and confiscated my DS. Now, foolishly of me, I was appalled that she came and took my DS and it started a war. So my DS was confiscated, and I'm at a lost road at this point. And I began to tell my grandmother, I'm not doing any workbooks indefinitely now that you took my DS. Now that you took my DS, may the best bitch win, okay? Because now we got an issue. Now we got a problem. So she takes my DS, and I'm still standing on business because she wanted to take the DS from me and wanted me to continue, like, you know, get into the, what, not even continue, begin working on the workbook. And I was still sitting there like a tree planted by God that shall not move. So me and her began to get into this argument, and it's a debate of her calling me disrespectful because I'm refusing to do algebra in the middle of the damn summer. And she's calling me disrespectful, and we began to get into this nasty argument. Nasty argument. And before I knew it, I blinked 3 times and my father had stepped in. Now, I rarely talk about my father because I rarely hang around my father. And, and this was the first time my father ever, my actual biological dad, ever had to put belt to ass. Okay, I'm downstairs arguing with his mother, aka my grandmother, about a DS she has took because I refused to do the algebra workbook. So he comes down, and at this point, the argument between me and my grandmother is so heated where it's like he doesn't want to know what's going on. It's giving, I'm about to tap that ass. Okay, so when he comes down, he immediately comes down with the smoke out of his room. And when I see him coming down, baby, I take off. Because it's like, I'm fighting with my grandma right now. I don't need no smoke with you right now. And also, like I said, he had never put belt to ass, and I didn't want to find out what belt to ass felt like. So I dip off into the room my grandmother had me standing in her home, and at this point, I'm closing the door. I don't know why I didn't lock it, baby, but I'm closing the door, and my dad still busts in the room because he's ready to put belt to ass. Like, you running in this room did not delay that belt to ass. Like, it didn't delay the belt to ass. So he comes into this room, and little old 8th grade me is jumping on the bed and literally like sporadically running around the room. Now, like I said, my grandmother had a big house, and it was a pretty fairly decent room. It gave me enough room to get around that bitch. Okay, it gave me enough room to get around. But the moment that I began to take off and I'm about to hit the door, you guys, my grandmother comes stands in the door alley. She comes stands in the doorway. I'm gagged. So my father begins to put belt to ass immediately because it's nowhere else must I go. I'm sitting here at the door appalled because my grandmother is standing there in the way. My daddy is closing in right behind me, and I start to get belt to ass. So I'm getting my ass toe up. I'm getting my ass toe up, girl. And I'm sitting there appalled and angry. Now look here, something about me, what I feel like if my ass has already got toe up, where else must I go from here? If somebody whoops my ass, if a parent whoops my ass, I'm just gonna tell you how I feel, because it's like I've already got the ass whooping. It's like I've already got the ass whooping. If we want another round, we can get another round. Bitch, we've already started. So I start telling his ass off, girl. I start telling my dad off, and I don't even remember what I said, but all I know, it got ghetto. It got ghetto. And the Memphis and Me came out on them out there in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and they were appalled. So I remember the cuss out, or I don't even want to say, because I don't feel like I was cussing them out. I just feel like I was maybe just really dragging them. Because I have a thing where with my family members, I never wish death upon them, and I never call them out of their name, no matter how hard we're going at it. And I mean, girl, y'all have seen some of these stories. Sometimes really me and my family be going at it. It be ghetto, okay? And I never ever do nothing like that. But I remember the argument between my grandmother and my dad was so ghetto that I end up being ushered to my grandmother's car. Now, when I'm in my grandmother's car, I literally do not remember what they said to get me in that car, where they said we were going. I don't know. I don't know, but I willingly got in the car after arguing with these people. So we're in the car, you guys, and my grandmother is just driving down the expressway. Then she gets off, then she makes this turn, and she turns into the police station. And she pulls into the police station and she tells me, get out. Now at this point, I'm confused because I did have an argument. We were arguing on the DS, arguing over the workbook, but then my daddy came and put belt to ass. I started arguing with him, but that argument had died. It had literally been maybe like an hour or two. So for me to gather in this car and be sitting in front of a police station, I was thoroughly confused. So she tells me to get out and we go in there together and she goes in there and she begins telling like, you know, the cops that are in the building about what went down. So as she's telling them, you know, what went down, all I can do is think in my head is, oh my goodness, now she's pulling my mom on me, because y'all know anytime my mom and I would have a disagreement, you know, she would call the police and try to send me over to the mental hospital. So I'm like, I know this woman is not trying to have me sent to a mental hospital here down in Georgia. So I'm gagging and totally speechless, and she's literally still heated. Like she was still heated, and she was so angry. I don't mean to laugh, but she was so angry that I refused to do the workbook and I did not want to give her my DS. Now, they didn't arrest me. Okay, they didn't arrest me. I remember a cop pulling me to either like the side of the room. It wasn't private at all. I remember it being other people, but it was the best privacy I could get in that corner. But I remember him pulling me to the side of the room and just telling me like, look here, you know how you do, man, your grandmother's old, you don't need to put her through that, If she say something, just give it to her, just give it to her. And I'm thinking like, nigga, they got it. They have it. That's why I caused the racket. So after that long conversation with the police officer, you guys, I end up getting back into the car with my grandmother and she drove me back to her house. And after that, I feel like I was still in Atlanta for maybe like a week or two because the trip was winding down. It was coming to an end, honey. Because like I said, this was a summer vacation trip. I had school to start in August. And my mama would always have us come back a week before school so we can get, you know, all our supplies and, you know, our clothes and stuff. Now, I was thoroughly gagged. But on the flip side of things, it's a very funny story to talk about. Me and my cousins, we laugh about it every now and then when we bring it up. And I randomly thought about this story the other day. I was like, okay, this would be a funny little short, cute story to kind of get this ball rolling with Vlogmas. Now, y'all know these are some, you know, little cute videos that we're gonna start off with, but it's gonna get real raunchy. It's gonna get real raunchy, okay? It's gonna get real raunchy, real ghetto, real classless, okay? And real funny, though. It's gonna get real funny. Well, it's already real funny, but it's gonna get real raunchy real soon. But I didn't want to open up Vlogmas too ghetto. But I love y'all so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. I'll definitely see y'all tomorrow. Make sure you guys go down to the description box and join the membership, because I do have a members only Vlogmas going on too, baby. Members getting their own separate videos, and also they getting the videos that everybody else see. So if you want to be triple dipple fed, go down to the description box, hit the first link, okay, girl, say join the membership. I got 2 different tiers, okay, pick whichever one. But I love y'all so much. Make sure you guys make sure you guys come back tomorrow and then the day after tomorrow, because I put a lot of work into this Vlogmas. I've been getting Vlogmas ready since July. I started pre-recording and started getting videos filmed in October. I've been working my ass off, so I hope you guys enjoy what I have in store for y'all. But I love y'all so much, and I'll definitely see y'all in a different video. Bye.